And if you're like me, you're almost like a socially awkward person. It can be a very huge mountain to to hike up if you're trying to just build camera confidence or even just confidence by yourself, not to talk of doing it on camera. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the tips that have helped me in building confidence and then building camera confidence, and then perhaps also add a few tips on how to build camera presence, because having camera confidence is just the first part. The second is having camera presence. And so that's what I'm going to share in this very quick video. First thing I need you to know, nobody goes into your content wanting to judge you. Most of the time, people just focus on themselves. And so do not take any of the things you're going to post online that personally, unless, of course, they are very personal things you want to share online. And nobody goes into any of your videos saying that, oh, actually, I'm clicking on Serafina's video and I'm going to judge every single thing she's going to do in the video. Like I woke up this morning, that's the exact thing I want to do on my to-do list. Nobody does that. I want you to make camera confidence the main goal of your content creation journey when you're a beginner. At least for the first 1 year of your content or showing up online, I want you to just focus on building camera confidence. And you can decide to make it a year's journey or even shorter, depending on your pace of learning or how ambitious you want to do this content creation thing. But the idea is you do not want to focus on other important things when you have not knacked and cracked camera confidence. What are some of the other things you could possibly focus on when you're creating video content? That one, video quality, sound quality, lighting, the gadgets you need, your script, the tools you're using to edit, all those technical things. They're all well and good. They're all important. But until you have really cracked camera confidence, you have no business trying to figure out all these things. So do not let all those things distract you from making this one goal, this foundational goal, the main goal, building camera confidence. And you want to do that being very open with yourself and say, yes, I'm starting to post my content online. I just want to put myself in this space where I'm just feeling confident doing it. So it's not only about camera confidence, obviously, because we're talking videos, it's relevant here, but in any kind of content creation process or format you're thinking about, focus on building your confidence and your comfortability with that particular platform or format before thinking of all the other things I have mentioned. I'm a deep thinker by design, and so I always want to share some of these things with my friends, and I've always been doing that. And so when I thought about being more strategic and posting it online through video content, I realized that, see, I am not great at video content. I'm not great at all the nice things I see people do through their videos, but I genuinely want to share things I know with other people. And so maybe the thing I should focus on is just being comfortable on camera, sharing the things I know. As I was trying to post my content, building confidence with sharing and speaking with the camera in front of me, to being comfortable speaking about the things I loved, and 3, choosing content that really felt comfortable for me to talk about, were the main goals that I focused on at the beginning stage. Then the next thing I had to learn was how to focus my eyes on the camera. And trust me, it has not been easy. I'm also someone who thinks as I speak. And so I might not have everything scripted to the T. I only have pointers on things I want to share. There are even times on here I come that I do not have a script at all. I don't even know this is what I'm going to talk about in the video, but I just end up saying it. This particular video is one example. I have nothing written out. Is the points are coming to me as I speak. So it's very easy for me to always have my eyes swaying left and right, and I do not have camera contact, or I do not have direct contact with the lens. And so when I'm speaking, it makes it perhaps distracting. If you've not been distracted by my other videos where I have my eyes moving all around, then then perhaps I've been doing well. A new goal I set for myself, that's one, I wanted to make sure that I was focusing on the camera to trying to calm myself and not feel rushed and not feel like it had to be perfect, whatever I was saying. And then also embrace the fact that this is just how I function, this is how my body is designed, and rather use it to work for me and admit it and own it that this is how I am. And so if you see me doing XYZ, it's probably because this is how Secho is made. So being comfortable with that also helped me in building camera confidence because I knew for myself, I knew that about myself. And so when I'm even editing or rewatching my videos, there were things I was looking out for. I was looking out for my hand gestures, like I mentioned earlier, but I'm also looking at my eyes, like my eyes focusing on the lens and trying to see, okay, in the next video, how do I prevent my eyes from looking like I'm shy or I'm looking like I'm not focused on the lens, or I'm not focused on speaking directly to you or establishing eye contact. So that was another goal I set for myself in building camera confidence. Then the last thing I also want to share is that you need to really, which I think I've already hinted across board, is that you really need to own everything about yourself and be comfortable. Like you need to accept yourself and be comfortable with how you speak, how you project, how passionate you are about the things you talk about, and use that in your content creation journey because they all come together to create a unique you. There's some people who are good at just standing or sitting in a particular position and talking on and on and on and on and on without any movement, so poised, so this. I wouldn't even call that poised. It's their own version of being poised, and talking like that. That's one. There are people who need to memorize the script before they can come online. There are people who just need pointers like me to come online to share their content. There's so many things and preferences that come along with you as you're creating your content, and you can never establish or circle all of them out until you actually start your content creation. Some of these things I didn't know until when I was reviewing videos and I'm like, oh, this is what I tend to do. Oh, this is what I tend to say. Oh, even this old thing I'm saying, it's something I realize like I actually do say oh a lot. Like whenever I want to make a reference to what someone said or narrates what someone said to me, I tend to do oh, this person. It's so funny. So it's also something I'm working on, but I'm not that heavy on myself. Like I'm not that strict on myself. Like I need to fix this. It's just how I speak. There's always room for improvement, but this is just who I am, and I accept it. And that perhaps is one of the things that can help you really build contact with me. Because if I wasn't speaking to you in the video and you had someone else watching my video, you can almost instantly know that this is Secho speaking based on how I sound, right? So that's also another thing. Now, the next thing I also want to talk to you about is building camera presence. So camera presence would always come the easiest when you have figured out feeling comfortable on camera, being confident on camera. Like when you have made those the main goals and you have just snagged it, the next part of enjoying your content creation journey is when you have camera presence. You're not speaking for the sake of creating content. Like you're very aware that you're creating this content for someone, like I mentioned earlier. And so as you're speaking, you're taking command of your language, you're taking command of your gestures, you're taking command of the ideas you're sharing and using that in one way or the other to express itself without your voice. So you're speaking with your hands, you're speaking with your gestures, you're speaking with your eyes, you're smiling, you're talking, you're relaxed, you're just in a good mood. It just oozes out of you that you're in a good mood and you're really ready to talk to someone out there. There isn't possibly any way I could teach you that, but if you're relaxed as the main thing, it will just flow from you. Have that imaginary person in your mind or imaginary friend in your mind being behind the camera, and then you're talking to her or him. To me, the imaginary person I think about are three people. One is my little sister, and then also my friends. When I'm talking to the camera, I picture them behind the camera, and I'm trying to speak to them. And so just by that thought alone, I already build presence because I'm making space for them in my mind and making space for them as I speak to the camera. So that's also another way to build camera presence. I think the last thing would be just enjoying or just enjoying the fruit of constant practice. Every single time you record your videos is just one brick on top of the other, one brick on the previous one brick on the previous one, as you're building this huge tower or wall or palace or castle, whatever, of your camera confidence, of your camera presence, of your content creation expertise and experience. They're just adding blocks. So every single time you're creating content, you're becoming better and better at it. And so if you look at my very first video on the channel, you'd see how it was. I was very calm, tried to speak slow because I was so scared of being my full self. But these days, when I come on, I really want to share everything I know because I've already built confidence and comfort. Like I've done all the all the crappiest versions of my videos that I possibly could. That now I have a bit of experience doing this more and more, that I know that, oh, I've been doing this for how many years, or I've been doing this for how many months. It should come easy. To get to this part where you're enjoying the fruits of your past experiences or constant practice, you definitely have to practice, right? So take all the things I've shared earlier and use that to build on your practice as you keep communicating. You do not have to sound like me. You do not have to use your hands like me. You do not have to do it like me, dress like me, or whatever. But just be your best self. Just be your most authentic self and come through. Make sure your yourself, like your full presence, shows through in your content. And trust me, the people out there who are your people will find you just as you have found me. I've shared a bit about my own camera confidence and camera presence journey with you, but definitely if you have some more questions, please let me know. If you're looking to start video content, take it from me, I'm not the best in the game. I'm not the best editor, the best. I'm still learning, right? But I couldn't have done it if I didn't just start. So I want you to start, and then as you start, you know what to tweak here, what to change here, what to add. It just makes it easier when you start, because when you start, you have like a template to now tweak and shift and experiment things with, to build your expertise, build your practice. And once you cross on to the other side, you can definitely enjoy the fruit of your past practice. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it super helpful, please share a kind comment for me in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe, like, share it with a friend who's also starting their content journey and perhaps needs a partner to motivate them or get them going, to also join us on this channel as a community. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.